First.
Harry King is first.
Second.
What was second? Oh shit!
Right.
But I'm actually second because he never picked me first. Loudly crying face.
Haha!
Loudly crying face.
Laughing, crying face, laughing, crying face.
You have to be picked.
Uh-huh. That's like rubbing it in, babe, because you're saying you're the chosen.
You
You don't
tell
have to
me.
be picked. You tell me.
No, I'm saying no. What's
Jimmy. Nah. Rolling on the floor, laughing loudly, crying face. You won, Harry King crown.
That's weird. It didn't say his name. It just said you won something crown. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking I should make a loot filter. Also thinking my stomach weirdly is bothering me. Maybe I got the ass blaster disease.
You heard her now. No take backs.
No take backs. No take backs, babe.
I need more time.
Saluting face.
Salute his face.
Does this mean he has to listen to me, Jenny?
I missed it now. I'm confused now. What are you guys talking about? Oh, we. I thought you said you. You said we.
Does this mean he?
Huh?
I don't know.
It's supposed to be B. Now you're really fucking me
Noam
up.
doesn't have to listen to anyone.
Like, what do you mean B? B have to be picked?
Oh,
I said, I thought you said you and you said we. That's why I said, wow, you're rubbing it in, Jenny. You're telling him that you're the chosen one and he has to be picked?
no.
Nam doesn't have to listen to anyone.
Yeah, it was about that.
More about this. You got
Loudly crying face, he is so
nothing.
defiant, such a rebel.
Rebel, rebel, rebel.
Yes, Noam is a rebel, smiling face with hard eyes.
Uh-huh. That was a weird one. Smiling face with hard eyes.
Yeah, I'm smiling.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh yeah. What the fuck, man? My fucking hair is like tickling behind my ears and it's driving me nuts. Fucking armpit hurts.
Should we both get haircuts?
You
Let's
what?
get matching haircuts. Let's get matching haircuts. I'm joking.
I'm okay. I was actually just thinking about cutting it all off.
Being first sucks, loudly crying face.
First sucks. Sorry, Perry King, I don't swing that way.
Noam just says that as a cover.
Yeah! Woo! That's a big fucking cover. Almost felt like a double king size.
Lower laughing, loudly crying face. He loves it.
He loves it. What the fuck is going on right now? Is there like something biting my head?
Let me see.
I knew it.
I knew it. I just couldn't hide the truth anymore. Okay, I gotta go do something with my hair. And my arm.
You got this.
Yeah, that's like really good. I don't know why. My armpit's like drying out and getting fucking hurty. Does it look red? You see it?
Hold on. Yeah, it does look red.
It hurts.
Yeah, that does not look good. Looks like a rash. Red and like little bumpy.
Well, the bumps were already there, babe. It was the red part.
I don't know.
I know it.
I don't know.
I don't exactly showcase my armpit.
I don't exactly look, even if we did showcase it.
Jenny was first to the armpit reveal.
That's not the only thing I was first to.
You could.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be nice if this fucking camera would work.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Loudly crying face, damn it, what the hell man, what about me, I wanna see a pic, what about you?
I just have a big red spot in my armpit. It fucking hurts. Like it's almost like my armpit, or it kind of feels like chafing, but my armpits were dry, so I don't know how there could have been a chafe going on. Whoa, that almost killed me. Fucking losing it or something. Feels like someone's clawing on the back of my leg.
Are you using a new type of deodorant?
Not really. It's not burny, stingy like that. I know what you're thinking of. Like when the alcohol in the deodorant doesn't get along with your skin and it like burns. One time, yeah, I know that one's rough. Old Spice does that to me. I can't use Old Spice stick deodorant. For the longest time, I would only use this spray-on deodorant that would like instantly dry.
Fancy.
Fancy. It was made by Degree.
Can I help?
What? What are you doing?
I thought my phone was, so I was trying to check my notifications, but I didn't see anything, so then I thought I was crazy.
Oh.
Good. I'll tend to the books.
Anyways, when I was a kid, one day before school, my dad didn't get me deodorant the day before, and he goes, "Here, just use mine." And I used his deodorant. It like peeled the skin off my armpits.
Oh my god.
Like while I was at school. I don't know if it was something to do with his body fucking sweat merging with my body sweat from the deodorant stick, but I fucking, like, all the skin of my armpits peeled off that day.
Poor thing.
And that hurt.
Bro.
Hungry.
WTH.
I know. I know.
Step through the
It was
time.
like, you ever get mosquito bites and you scratch them too much and then the next day it's like a layer of scab skin, like from a scratch, too much rubbing. I want to say like rug burn almost.
Yeah.
It was like that in my armpits the next day because it was like all bare. Like it somehow
He
took off a
hasn't
layer of
noted
skin
you.
and then it
Must leave his
tried to
hand
heal.
high. Yes. Good.
Try.
Now,
I know it's rough out here.
sadly, I am the marker, the kindness, the earth itself.
I am the Morrigan.
I got PTSD for you. Thanks for the vouch ouch ouchie.
The truth
I
will
got
be
PTSD for you.
illuminated before me.
No problem.
I am the
Glad I could
discerning
help.
eye of every Majan.
Ouchie.
What, do I have to go over that? I have an audience with a king in my inventory. Oh yeah, it says it on the left. You have to be closer. Man, I still got that stupid
Heard from
sound.
my little brother today. It's been a while, man. Face filming.
Oh, nice. How'd that go? I'm trying to keep an eye on my phone's camera and then the internet goes out. And now I can't see nothing. It just says device is offline. It is.
He showed me, proudly showed me his shank ends, proudly man face foaming. So strange, Fassy timed me to make matters worse.
What do you mean? Is he in or something? What do you mean by shank wound?
I need more time. Die, forgotten.
The one that's in prison, man face foaming.
Oh, well, I mean, I know that it bothers you, but that's like the mindset he's got right now is survival of the fittest. I know it's not like obviously not like something to be proud of, but
Like bro, don't be proud of it, and how you all got a phone rolling on the floor, laughing, crying face.
yeah, true. I don't know, man. It's just there's not. I don't know. I feel like there's not a point in telling him that that's something not to be proud of because, like in the situation he's in, he's kind of in survival of the fittest in there, right? So something like that kind of, I feel, earns you like an outlook on people. Like, hey, look, this isn't gonna take me down. So maybe that's why he was just proud to show you. Could be also his way of saying, like, look, I got this, I'll be alright. If I can take this, then I can make it to the end.
Die, forgotten.
Always up adventure, love the dude. I believe in instead of say bye, stay safe. He says bye, stay dangerous, rolling on the floor, laughing. Love him rolling on the floor, laughing, crying face.
Stay dangerous. Wow, I mean, there's more of a bigger meaning behind that one. In there, he's got to stay safe, and out here, we got to stay dangerous.
He going back to court to get some charges removed, and honestly he's probably gonna win.
Nice, that's good. When he gets out, you just got to convince him that it's not worth it to go back.
Victory is mine. I can't come back yet.
I don't know. I don't get it.
All the time I showed him of his kid doing fun stuff like we used to, I believe he won.
Nice, that's good.
Like yelling in the front lawn trying to go Super Saiyan, rolling on the floor laughing loudly, crying face. Me thought we was being mauled out there.
Huh? That's actually pretty funny. When I was like younger, I didn't really have very many friends. And I used to sit in the backyard and make up scenarios in my mind and like have a stick, and I used to fight fucking random imaginary shit in the backyard with a stick as my sword. When I was younger, the only friends I had were if my parents' friends had kids, then I was friends with their kids. My parents were alcoholics, and
You was the creator of the stickman fight, you just didn't know it, rolling on the floor laughing.
yeah. That was kind of why I never really understood why my brother did what he did. Because we watched our parents and our parents' friends throw their lives away just for drugs and alcohol, and then my brother just decided that he is the same thing, and it just...
I had friends, just not friends, they just thought I was cool.
They just thought you were cool.
But whole time I was just ready to go home to my room, rolling on the floor laughing.
Huh?
I wonder what made your brother choose a different path. Could be his friends, do you think? Was he older or younger?
He was almost 6 years older. But it wasn't his friends, because, I mean, none of his friends were, like, in the drugs. Like, I don't know. At, like, the end of his high school years, he was doing blow. But, like, he wasn't, like, actively doing it. It was, like, a party thing, you know? Like, go to a party, everybody did a line to fucking do the party. But then, like, it was like the alcoholism that didn't make sense too. Like he always used to complain about my parents drinking, but then he became an alcoholic himself. And then I don't know, he was doing good for a while. Like he wasn't not so much, I don't know, kind of, but not like let's do blow at every party kind of party guy. Like he was mainly a drinker. um His main thing was gambling. He had like a big gambling addiction. Like he couldn't go anywhere without buying a scratch ticket. If he went into any store, he had to buy a scratch ticket. You know, he would go to the casino and lose his whole paycheck. But he would go back to work the next week and earn more money. It wasn't until he split up with this one girl, and then I don't know, he started hanging out down at Tim Hortons, and then he met some chick that was like not an escort, but like a crackhead hooker. Okay, and she like lured him in with the pussy, so like he just got hooked on having sex with her, and she was smoking meth. And I don't know. Didn't have time to ask him how everything happened in the end. But what I'm guessing is that she fucking was smoking it in front of him and probably convinced him that it wasn't so bad, and it only took one high for him to fucking get hooked. And then it was just all downhill from there. He stopped going to work and stopped paying his rent. His hydro got cut off, and he was still living in the apartment with no hydro, just sitting in the dark every day, all day. Like, he just completely fucking let the meth fucking take out his whole life.
He sounds like he was running from his own mind.
Yeah, kind of. I don't know. We both lived the same life, though. You know what I mean? He was only 5 years old when I was born, so he didn't experience that much without me. And my parents didn't become major alcoholics until I was about, like, I don't know, 7 years old.
Victory is mine.
My parents split up when I was like 11 or 12 years old over an argument over drugs. Yeah, I'm gonna be placing a whole bunch of fucking infusions before I start the next one, because that was some bullshit. Why is this thing running so fast?
You guys had it rough. Was he as steadfast and resilient like you?
No. To be honest with you, it's kind of slow.
Rolling on the floor, laughing, crying.
I'm not really saying that in a joking way. Like I don't know. He was kind of, he definitely didn't really think smart sometimes.
Wasn't expecting that rolling on the floor.
I know. Yeah, no. I say it how it is, Perry King. He had his moments where he was kind of slow. That's for sure. Like, for example, like, he came and helped my dad and I one time on a job. He showed up to see how we were doing when my dad and I were doing subcontracting. And he asked my brother to go move his truck for something. So my brother went out and moved the truck. Then, like, he left, and my brother left in his own truck. And, like, an hour later, my dad's looking for his truck keys. He couldn't find the truck keys anywhere. And then he's like, oh, fuck, I hope they're not in your brother's pocket. Can you text your brother and ask him what he did with the keys? And then, so I messaged my brother. I'm like, yo, Dad's looking for his keys. Did you have them? And he's like, I don't know why. And I'm like, fucking, what do you mean you don't know why? Like, of course he needs his truck keys. Why else would he be asking where his truck keys are? Like, what? We were both so confused. We're like, what do you mean I don't know why? Like, he's asking where his truck keys are. He needs them. I don't know why. Did you have Dad's truck keys? I don't know why.
Y'all was watering oil, rolling on the floor, laughing loudly, crying face.
Yeah, I know. It was honestly definitely. He didn't even. I don't know. We kind of like he was like tall and skinny, and I was always short and fat. He made fun of me for my weight like my whole life up until I was an adult. Once I became an adult, he didn't make fun of me anymore. he was like born undeveloped though. Like when he was born, like when my mom pushed him out, his intestines and his bowels were all hanging out. Like his stomach didn't develop, so they like he was like a bubble boy for like 3 or 4 months or something. They had him inside of a bubble, and they had like a plastic bag wrapped around his intestines and everything, and they would like slowly squeeze him in every day. I wouldn't have made fun of Clyde. No, but I guess I don't know. I just once I got older, people stopped picking on me and making fun of me because they realized that it wasn't worth it anymore. And it's crazy because I've just been waiting for somebody to fucking test me, you know, ever since I've gotten older and more mature and have a different way of thinking. I've just wished that somebody will fucking try me, and nobody wants to do it. Which is why I'm so hyped up. I'm waiting for this guy to come and try and steal something off my mom's porch because I've just been fucking waiting. Like, let's let it out, man. The green guy needs to come out. This guy's gonna fucking see the green guy. I've had a lot of people where they were making fun of me in high school or picking on me in high school, and then I've seen them later on in life, and they're always so scared.
It's not worth their soul to be squeezed out, rolling on the floor, laughing loudly.
Their soul to be squeezed out.
Rolling on the floor, laughing.
You're fucking funny, dude. It's also one of those things where it's like you don't really, I don't know. You ever like notice, like if you don't see someone for a while, you notice like the changes to them, like body size and whatnot.
People up by their neck, rolling on the floor, laughing, and squeeze with twice their own strength, rolling on the floor,
And squeeze with twice their own strength. Well, I don't know about all that, but it depends on the size of the guy. But yeah, you don't really notice, like, if you're with them every day or you see them every day or every other day, you don't really notice, like, the changes and how much they change. So for me, it's one of those things where, like, I still feel like that kid, but, like, now I know that I can defend myself, and it's just, I don't know, like, I don't really see, like, I see it, but I didn't see it over time, like, on how much I was changing. And it's always been, like, my whole life, my dad's always been, like, this fucking rageaholic maniac, big tough guy that nobody ever wanted to fuck with. And then now it's at the point where he won't say nothing to me, and he just takes my harassment. But I think that's mainly where I get all this rage from is I was born from somebody with so much rage, and then I took his rage and I multiplied it, and now it's like clawing, man. It wants out. And I feel bad for the guy that when the green guy actually comes out, because I don't know, man. It's different because I hear all these people, you know, when they say the weird stories when they get really angry, they black out. My problem is I stay really angry and I still know what I'm doing. The people that black out, you know, they make bad decisions and they end up getting their ass kicked because they blacked out. The only time I've ever blacked out is when I got knocked out. And it was from fucking slipping on ice and smashing the back of my head and getting knocked out on the ice. That's the only time that I've ever lost time. That's why I don't understand how people can say, oh, when I get angry, I just see red and I black out. Like, no, you don't. You're just using that as an excuse to be stupid.
If he comes out, just remember Perry said go back in and go to sleep. Please, the world doesn't want him out.
The world doesn't want him out. $14, why? I guess I'll go over there, but I don't know, Peking. I don't know how to explain it to you because it sounds like every other
I respect
alpha male in the world.
I see the person you are now is the person that would have defended you as a kid.
Yeah. No, it's just everybody has the same mindset. You know what I mean? Like I'm pretty sure every guy on the planet has this idea inside their head that they could just destroy anybody. But like, I don't know how to explain it, man. Like I just see stuff differently. My eyes don't stop, for one. And then like my train of thought, like I don't know, man. I can't stop thinking. If it's like my ADHD or whatever, I don't know. I've had so many situations where like I should have got hit or like something should have took me out, and I just was able to think fast enough to be able to get out of it, you know? And it's just, I for some reason believe that it applies to everything. Because I remember even when I was a kid, there was this kid started talking shit to me in elementary school, and like, I don't know, it felt like he was trying to punch the air because it was like I just seen where everything was going. Like I felt like fucking Bruce Lee, man. Like, to be honest. And it's just been like that with everything. I've had a couple people try and jump me in high school and they couldn't. They couldn't even hit me. But I didn't even fight back is the problem. Like it was almost like those movies where you got the fucking kung fu guy who's just dodging every shot, making the guy look like an idiot. It was pretty much the same thing. I would just keep pushing people on the ground and I would back up and be like, man, like I don't want to do this. I don't know why you don't understand that. But they'd keep getting back up just to get pushed down back on the ground again.
Bruce Lee with the ponytail.
Bruce Lee with a ponytail. Well, I didn't always have a ponytail, Pig King. I just started growing my hair out when my cousin Marie died. When she died, I think was the last time I got a haircut.
Really? You have long hair, brother. I would think it's something you had all your life.
No, I don't. Yeah, I didn't have long hair my whole life. It only started like 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago. I don't know how long ago it was that she died, but it was the last time I got a haircut was just before my dad's wedding, and she passed away not too long before my dad got married. She uh, she drowned in her boyfriend's bathtub. I guess she had a long day and went to go take a bath and fell asleep in the bathtub and drowned in her sleep. And it's crazy because she grew up her whole childhood with a pool in the backyard. You would never think that somebody that grew up with a pool would drown in a bathtub, you know? She was cool. I think you would have gotten along with her in like a friend way. She she would have played video games with us. She was my brother's age. That still gets to me sometimes when I think of her.
Your family lore is hard fucking core, Christ, man.
Yeah, it's got its rough spots, man. It was just before she died. My uncle Randy blew himself up in his house. He uh, he was going through a hard time. And he just didn't. I don't know. He lost something, was losing the house or something. He was in debt. He didn't want to start over again, so he just went in the basement and cut the gas line and fucking. His neighbor said that he was sitting on the front porch and he smelled gas, so he went out and he yelled over, "Hey Randy, do you smell gas?" And he said when he turned and looked at him, that he just looked at him like he didn't know him, like it was somebody that he just didn't know. And my Uncle Randy just got up, turned around, went in the house. The fire department showed up. It was like banging on the door, trying to get him to come to the door, and they said the fire department statement was that they seen him in the end of the hallway through the door. He looked at him and just went down in the basement, and then like a couple minutes later, the house just blew up. He fucking just had enough, I guess. And then my cousin died. And then my grandparents died. And then my uncle Derek, he had a heart attack in his sleep and he died. And then my brother died. Got like 3 friends from school that commit suicide. One of my ex-girlfriends died from an OD a couple years back.
Wow,
I don't know,
I'm
Perry.
so sorry, brother. Man, how can you handle any of that more like I'm respect you're still with us. Mad respect.
Well, because I know there's other people still here, man. I don't know, man. It's just that though. Like I know what it's like having people leave you behind, and I can't do that. I just gotta deal with it until everybody's gone.
Amen to that for those that are left. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Victory is mine. I need more time.
It's definitely been one hell of a ride, Perryton. You know, you got shit like when my grandfather on my mom's side was dying of cancer. My mom thought it would, well, I don't know. My mom wanted closure before my grandfather died. And there was a lot of questions or a lot of things that she wanted to bring up to him about her childhood. You know, like everybody kind of wants their closure to know why before somebody leaves, right? So there was just some things that happened when she was a kid. And this is my mom's adoptive dad. So like, it wasn't her biological dad. You can imagine they had 3 or 4 kids before they adopted my mom and my uncle Randy. And they just treated my mom and my uncle Randy completely different than their own kids. And there was some...
You just fucked up my whole night with that. That's a lot to bear. It's thick, heavy, and too deep to get to the bottom.
I mean, kinda. I don't know. But yeah, you just gotta keep going, man. I don't, just the way I look at it is that there's other people who have gone through harder shit, or their living conditions are just something that you would never be able to think that you could fathom in life, you know, like those look at the kids like in the third world countries where they don't even know what a shower is, you know what I mean? Like stuff like that. I don't know, like this life has been hard, but I just look at what other people have been through too, and I don't know, it's like, it's not that anyone's situation, it's not a dick measuring contest, but there's people that have been through shit, you know? And while I might have been through stuff, like so as other people, so you just gotta keep going, man. It might slow you down a little bit for a little bit, but eventually you just keep going. Like right now, I'm in a little bit of a slowdown, but then I'm gonna try again, I guess.
Facts I
So
pray to not have to experience their experience. But blow I pray no one has to go through what you went through just as much rolling on the floor laughing.
yeah, I know, man. I feel the same way, but it's just that sometimes people, you don't get a choice. If I had a choice, I wouldn't have went through it. You know what I mean? I know we can wish that somebody doesn't have to go through it, but there's sometimes you're not really given much of a choice. Things like that are kind of outside of our reach. So my mom wanted closure before my grandfather was dying. She just had questions that were unanswered through her whole life. Things that happened, and things that didn't happen. And they disowned her for it. They basically told her she was nothing, that her feelings didn't matter because he was dying, so it didn't matter anymore. And they took her out of the family will. And my brother and I didn't get to speak to my grandfather for the last 3 months that he was alive, because it was like one of those situations of choose a side. They wanted us to choose sides, but my brother and I were both in the situation of we just watched everybody leave my mom by herself. How are we going to choose your side? And my uncle Derek, the one that died of a heart attack in his sleep, he told my mom to go kill herself after that thing with my grandfather. And it's like, hey, well, I can't be friends with you if you're going to go and tell my mom to kill herself, you know? Like, as much as you're my uncle, as much as he stuck up for my brother and I when we were kids, trying to give us a better life because of my parents, he spent a lot of time with us. But like and as much as my mom disrespected me in my life by choosing drugs and alcohol over me, I couldn't just stand by and be friends with somebody that told her to go kill herself. Because as much as she did, you don't tell somebody to kill themselves. Unless it's somebody like Hitler. You know, like that's a little different. That guy should have killed himself. But, like, if you're not killing people, then you don't deserve to die yourself. Or if you're not physically harming people, sorry. Because, I mean, there's like rapists and stuff, and the rapists, they definitely should go kill themselves. So we didn't get to see my grandfather before he passed away.
I'll solve this for y'all. Everyone in the world back the hell up for my buddy and their family. What the hell is wrong with them?
What the hell is wrong with them? So, I didn't talk to my Uncle Derek for a few years after my grandfather passed, and I had just started talking to him again on Facebook. And I don't know, he must have been drunk one night or something, because he messaged me and said, I get it now. I know why you're trying to talk to me again. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, what do you think I'm trying to talk to you again for? And he thought I was trying to talk to him to buy weed off him. But I wasn't. Like, I missed my uncle. Like, I wanted to talk to him again. And then I didn't hear from him for a while, and then I seen on Facebook somebody posted, rest in peace, Derek Jackson. And I missed his funeral and everything because nobody contacted my brother and I to tell us that he died.
That's fucked up, man, face booming.
And then I just now my mom just has me and her boyfriend. She has no more family. The Jackson family, the adoptive family, they disowned her because she wanted closure with my grandfather, and then she has one more sister, like one biological sister that's alive, but when my Uncle Randy passed away, she just showed how much she didn't care about my mom and my Uncle Randy because um, she told when somebody contacted my mom and contacted her about my Uncle Randy killing himself, and she said, well, screw that, I'm not going down to the States to deal with that, you can go, Caroline, to my mom. And then my mom went down there, and then there was some talk that there was money left behind by him, like through the sale of his house, because or the property, because he owned the property. My Aunt Shirley got a whiff of that knowledge, and then all of a sudden she was interested in going down to the States only because there was money involved. There could have been money involved. So then all of a sudden she was worried and being an apparently a caring sister, and her and my mom got in a big argument, and they haven't spoken since, and that was like a long time ago, like 8 years ago. So that's like just one of those other big things, and why I gotta stay. You can't just give up. It's not that simple.
Not talk bad about your family. But your aunt was so selfish. I pray she has to experience y'all perspective.
Yeah, I know. I know. Well, to be honest, I mean, the position she put herself in is that she's by herself because she chose to make it about money, and now she doesn't have my mom. My aunt doesn't have her family either, because that aunt was okay. It's kind of a long story. When my mom was a kid and she got taken away by child services, my Aunt Shirley, that one there that I just told you about, she was too old to go into child services, so she didn't get taken by child services. She had to stay with my biological grandparents on the reserve. So she had to stay in the toxic household, and then when my biological grandparents died, like that kind of just made it so she only had my mom and my uncle Steve and my uncle Randy. My uncle Randy is the one that blew himself up in his house. My uncle Steve is an asshole. And when they were all kids, my Uncle Steve sexually assaulted my mom and my Aunt Shirley, so they all have like an awkwardly weird relationship. So really, she just put herself by herself. I mean,